Welcome one and all to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert, and I come before you tonight to declare that the state of our union is, I don't know, because nobody knows if we're going to have a State of the Union address. The situation is chaotic and bitter and confusing, which is actually the state of our union. You see, here's how we got here. Last week, Speaker Pelosi sent a very polite letter to the president telling him to stay away because he smells bad and his mother dresses him funny. Subtext. She actually cited security concerns. Well, today, the president lettered back saying he'd check with the Secret Service and, quote, "There are no security concerns. Therefore, I will be fulfilling my constitutional duty to deliver important information to the people and the Congress of the United States of America regarding the state of our union." I'm not sure if he's hearing Pelosi. It's like this guy doesn't understand that no means no. He went on, "It would be so very sad for our country if the State of the Union were not delivered on time, on schedule, and very importantly, on location." Yes, very sad. Very sad. Almost as sad as having a president who doesn't realize that on time and on schedule mean the same thing. But I'll say this, I will give him this much. It is good that he'll be doing it on location because a lot of presidents save money and just shoot the whole thing in Vancouver. And you're like, does Washington, D.C. have mountains? I don't remember the mountains in D.C. Now, this is not the first sign that Trump is pushing ahead. Over the weekend, the White House asked for but was denied a walkthrough by the House of Representatives Sergeant at Arms to prepare for the speech. In other words, after Pelosi nixed the speech, they tried a time-honored tactic used by kids everywhere. "Mom, can I have a State of the Union?" "No." "Dad, can I have a State of the Union?"
"What does your mother say?"
Trump really wants to state this union because, according to one White House spokesperson, the president has an incredible story to tell. Really? What's it going to be? "I want to tell you about an incredible journey where a dog, a cat, and another dog travel many miles and fight a huge bear and eventually find their way home to Capitol Hill." But it looks like Trump's State of the Union may have to wait until there's a union for him to state, because according to the rules, a resolution needs to be agreed to by both chambers specifying the date and time for receiving an address from the president. He can't enter unless they invite him in. Congress works on vampire rules. Yeah, which is appropriate. Yeah. It's appropriate because this is sucking the blood out of this country. And this afternoon, Pelosi wrote back that the House of Representatives will not consider a concurrent resolution authorizing the president's State of the Union address in the House chamber until the government has opened. Man. No. She just spanked him with a co-equal branch. Careful, he likes that. Now, Pelosi ended her letter very politely, writing, "I look forward to welcoming you to the House on a mutually agreeable date for this address when the government has been opened." Adding, yes. Adding in a personal note, "At which point we'll cordially invite you to attend and select one of 3 entrees: humble pie, crow, or my juicy ass." After Pelosi released her letter, Trump convened the reporters for a shout-at.
The State of the Union speech has been canceled by Nancy Pelosi because she doesn't want to hear the truth. She doesn't want the American public to hear what's going on. And she's afraid of the truth.
She's not saying you can't give a speech. She's just saying you can't do it in her house. You know, it's bartender rules. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. But he doesn't understand that. Doesn't drink. He doesn't drink. He doesn't know that. Doesn't know that. He did debut a new nickname, because he's got these fancy nicknames, right? He loves Lion Ted, you know, Crying Chuck. He's got these great biting nicknames. He got a new one for Nancy Pelosi.
It's called the State of the Union. It's in the Constitution. We're supposed to be doing it, and now Nancy Pelosi, or Nancy as I call her,
Don't quite.
Your nickname for Nancy Pelosi is Nance? I got a great burn. Okay, I got a great burn. Get ready. Hey, Nancy. That's it. Let me know if she zings me back. In addition, he wanted us to know things are bad.
it's always good to be part of history, but this is a very negative part of history. This is where people are afraid to open up and say what's going on. So it's a very, very negative part of history.
He's right, and we'll have to teach our children about it with Donald Trump and the very, very negative part of history.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a good book.
That is a good book.
It's a really
We should
good
do
book
that
for
book.
kids. Look at that.
Trump made sure to continue to warn us about the dangers of immigrants.
I won't soon forget the man that was interviewed where he wanted some kind of pardon or whatever when he came into the country, and the network person said, well, what did you do? And he said, murder, or something to that effect. And she goes, whoa, murder.
I love when the president talks to the press to hazily recall things he saw on TV. One time I saw this show where a woman was writing something, and what she was writing was murder. And I go, whoa, murder, she wrote. And makes as much sense. Makes as much sense. Maybe, I'm just gonna say, just a little hint, maybe don't start the sentence about something you can't remember with the phrase, I won't soon forget. So it's pretty obvious Trump's gonna do something. The White House is actually preparing two versions of the State of the Union. One that could be delivered in Washington, and another that could be delivered anywhere else in the country. Yeah, but it has to be a location befitting this president's dignity. So maybe a ball pit at McDonald's, or a sand trap, or, oh, I know, Red Square. The president, beautiful backdrop. Beautiful. Beautiful. You okay? You okay over there? You gonna be all right? You gonna be all right? The president hasn't yet said exactly what he's going to do, but reports say that Trump might deliver his State of the Union address at a rally. And it turns out they've already made an ad for that rally. Check it out.
Next Tuesday, in accordance with Article 2 of the Constitution, it's the State of the Union Address. Brought to you by the MAGA maniac himself, President Trump, in association with the Russian government. Featuring Hillary in a cage, plus Rudy Giuliani driving his own gravedigger. And don't miss an appearance by the next Secretary of Defense, Truckosaurus. And kids, get your picture taken with Slatty the Steel Barrier. The government may be shut down, but Donald Trump will not be shut up. Be there, government workers, because you don't have a job.
Now, I'm watching. Are we live that night? We're live that night, John. Come hell or high water, we are live that night, unless we're not. Trump's polls they're crumbling, right? They're just tanking right now, and he's got his back up against the lack of wall. So this morning, Trump unveiled his plan to win everybody back a rhyming couplet. Build a wall and crime will fall. This is the new theme for 2 years until the wall is finished, under construction now, of the Republican Party. Use it and pray. That is not an inspiring slogan. You wouldn't buy condoms if their tagline was, Trojan, use it and pray. And namaste. And when did Trump start rhyming? If he ever does have a State of the Union, he'll turn his hair sideways and go, my name's Donald Trump, and I'm here to say this was written with my friend Kanye. Now, a wiki. I love the wiki leaks. Turns out, so sorry. I'm so sorry. Even joking. That is terrible. Even joking. Thank you very much. Turns out Trump's tweet is just the first in a long poem. It's just the first couple of lines of a much longer poem. In fact, we have an exclusive copy of the whole thing here in Donald Trump's poetry notebook. My Tremendous Poems. Warning, sharks keep out. Build a wall and crime will fall, yelled the loneliest man of all. Until I get my slats of steel, I'll feed you uninspected veal and tell you tales of Latin killers I heard about from Stephen Miller to stop the scary murderers who want to steal my hamburgers. I will not let the shutdown end till I get my demand. One friend.